Yes, people, what I have there is some banana chips. Banana chips. This one may be the regular banana chips, and this one is hot. Suspect this one has things like pepper and other seasonings to make it hot. But these are banana chips. And it is very surprising that in a place like St. Lucia that produces bananas, I do not think that there is anybody in St. Lucia who is producing banana chips and selling it in any supermarket for people to consume. I know that there have been attempts to produce plantain chips. There's a lady who is originally from Guyana who was actually heavily involved in producing plantain chips. And I remember telling my friends that amun tipo sort jis Guyana vin set lesi vin moche moun mane po free banan. That's what I told somebody. Now, also let's recall recently the Prime Minister Philip Japia was encouraging the people to eat more of what they produce, consume more bananas and things like that. The people made a mockery out of that. Something that is so basic, simple, and important. They made a joke out of it. So they had these memes passing around with banana this, banana that, and all of that. They're making a mockery out of it. Now, people from other countries looking at that, what would they think about a people who's making a mockery out of a prime minister, who's asking them to do the right thing? But other countries are producing plantain chips, banana chips. This is banana chips. So what I'm trying to say is there are a lot of people who do not have a job, who are not working, or probably you're tired of where you're working. Just probably try to get into the plantain chip business. Try to experiment at your home, try a thing, experiment at your home, allow different people to taste it, and try to improve on it. You can check different food science department at universities. Food science department, they will give you certain information. If there are certain things that you're not getting right in terms of your methodology, you could actually check some universities, the food science department, and you can even contact some of the professors, especially in places like America and those places, and somebody might be able to tell you something in one sentence that might solve the problem that you have. Also, remember that recently there was a situation where there was a shortage of baby formula, and it was almost like there was a panic. There was that shortage was in America and different places. Shortage of baby formula. You remember that a long time ago, people were not buying baby formula. People were making baby food with Tanya and how they call this thing? I forgot the name. Tanya and different crops that we have. And so we have regressed. Imagine we have modern cable TV, we have internet and all of those things, and we're more backward than how we used to be before. If the people do not send baby formula to you, you panic. Whereas our grandmothers used to make their own baby formula. We have all these bananas wasting, but look in other countries, look, people are making banana chips. And you see, the Prime Minister had this thing going on where he was trying to encourage the people to get into using the bananas. But I think you need to go deeper and actually make it a national movement. Go to the farms, talk to the farmers, supermarket people, and push that. They need to push the idea of eating local. I had I made a video the last time where I was making porridge out of I think it was Tanya or something like that. I used macambo to make porridge. These are things that people used to use. People used to be doing a lot before. But what happened now is people are in the abundance of water. People getting thirsty. And look at this: a small amount of plantain chips in this. That's banana chips. A small amount of banana chips. And how much would they be selling that in St. Lucia? Well, got it. Banana free killer. Banana free. And it's a small bag, a small amount. This thing there, let me see. 1 grain or 1.5 grains of bananas can produce that. So 1 hand of banana can produce like a whole heap of bag of chips, banana chips. At the regular one, that's the fire one, the one with all the spice and the pepper and things like that. One of you people who heard this video, get into that kind of business. The thing about St. Lucia is like, a lot of them, they don't have ideas. They will wait when you do something, and everybody in the town want to do the same thing when they see one person getting some success out of it. But they have no ideas. And the reason why they have no ideas, because they spend too much of their mental energy thinking about the affairs of other people. Things that do not help you. Who is sexing, who's doing this, who's that. Think of your situation and how you can advance yourself, how you can advance your community, your people. There are so many things that we can do. People spend most of their time in St. Lucia arguing about partisan politics, hating people who do not support the same party that they support. And all of these things are there. These are markets to be explored. But they're not interested in those things. Because most of the people in the country, their minds have been programmed from election to election to just cause division among themselves, among party lines. Division among themselves. And the leaders are not good at bringing the people together. The leaders are not good at using the materials and the resources that they have to enrich the people, to better the economic situation of the people. That is why, in spite of what people say, and I'm not talking about this war situation right now, Vladimir Putin is somebody that I've been following for many years. I've been following Vladimir Putin. And this is one of the leaders in the world that I believe that is really concerned about the people's situation. And is actually using a lot of the resources to benefit his people. There's a partner that I went to school with one time. He was from Russia. And the man told me when he was small, they used to be on a line. There used to be long lines when he was in Russia, where they were waiting just to get a bread and butter. Butter and bread and some bread. And he said when Vladimir Putin came in power, that thing changed. Things became much better for them and for everybody else. Now, I'm not talking about that war thing that is going on there right now. And some years ago, like probably around 5 years ago, Vladimir Putin put some serious money aside so that the Russian scientists that are in America, England, and other places would come down to Russia and do research. I mean, he paid them well, he organized them well. So right now I'm seeing like some of the things that came out of Russia, some in terms of inventions, especially things that they use in the military. It may be that these people were working on those things, because there's a technology that they have, or even when they drop the bombs, they cannot disarm them because of the technology. It cannot, because based on what I understand is it can change position, and so if you're trying to attack it, it will change the position. And they were not, one of the generals in America was saying that they do not have that technology. So I'm wondering if these are some of the things that Vladimir Putin was working on. So in all of that Vladimir Putin thing, I'm just trying to tell you like how the man is able to bring people from overseas to the country to work on what they think is development for their country. But a lot of the people that you have in the Caribbean, when the people are overseas, they do not want them to come. They do not want them to come. These people's eyes are too open, and they will probably cause problems for them. They do not want them people to come around. They frustrate them a lot. So basically what I'm trying to say is we need to add value to the things that we have. These are things, imagine governments spend millions of dollars on this idea of adding value and all of that. Makaway Valley and Makaway. There's a lot of the things that they spend millions of dollars on. It is almost like people just doing projects and their friends in that big position and all of that, and at the end of the day nothing happened. Lana shot got the Makaway Medo Makaway, and I say millions like you can spend in terms of the outcome of them programs. Makaway Medo Makaway outcome, and I say by like you can spend $1 million at the day. This plantain chip, may say almond fesa. Pak plantain chip, banana chip, almond fesa. Eklani ashay bagay nou ni. Ek na we akodi yo ka menese bagay sa vin sot lot peyi. Je jam anjou na we akodi, je jam yo ka mene vini sot lot peyi. Je jam. So it end up looking like a joke. But the biggest thing is, some of them things that them people eat in them hotels that can be produced here, or even they have here and they still bringing it from overseas, them things never supposed to be happening. You see a lot of the things that you see them people doing in Russia, them things not working in Cuba, you know. Where people are serious about the economy, them things don't come there. They don't try them kind of things there. You see, people have allowed the political parties to blindfold them and confuse them. L'année moun pi ka pige, même. Les partis yon power. Mais just because yo di parti yon power, yo pa di rien. Yo ka pige mais yo pa di rien. Et tout gouvernement c'est même bail là. Parti yon power, yo ka pige, yo pa vle di rien. So, ou ka yon même bagay la ka fet ka repeat koy tout lè. Banana chips. Baby food, baby formula, Festa. You see right now, the way I look at it, in case of a man like Philip J. Pierre, if he really serious, if you see this term that he in there, because he can just run the normal program that he running, but focus on making the people eat what they grow and adding value to what they produce, that alone can really boost up and stabilize the economy, especially in rural communities. And it can really give them a big boost. But then again, a lot of times, the loyalty of a lot of the guys is to the hotel owners and importers. Because let me tell you, you don't need any politician, you don't need anybody to help you to do that. We have enough bananas, think of what you can do with it. Banana chips should be something that is a common household staple, really. That should be a common household thing. And when you look at it, when you look at the taste of the people are not economically strong, but they have a lot of, they have taste for exotic things that they don't even understand. A lot of the foods that you boast about, a lot of the lasagnas, you would leave your local thing and talk and speak as if lasagna is so sophisticated and all of that. Tout se bay sa te bay kamen an chay gwes on the down. And at the end of the day, these are the things that you want to glorify and take pride in talking and boasting like this thing is supposed to be so sophisticated. C'est pas caviar qui est là. So really, when you look at it, is for our own economic growth, we need to go back to our original foods that we eat. That is why things like Creole Day, they make a big fuss about them things. And when you look at it, some of the people, the only time they take part in their local cuisine and the things that they traditionally eat or claim to traditionally eat is during Creole Day. It's only during that time, and so you make a big fuss about it. But this thing is supposed to be something that you do almost every week. You understand? You have all your money going up overseas for what? Some of your boast and your talk so highly about things like grapes and those other things, strawberries. Don't you know that strawberry is one of the fruits that has the most chemicals in it? Strawberry. Me say by like you can boast, because when you watch American programming or whatever, you hear people talk about strawberries and cream and all of that. So you just take on some kind of foreign ideology and ethos and you behave like that is the thing. Zoni Guyav, Exoni different bad guy from times, and they just do not have the idea about how to use their thing. And the other thing too is, in terms of the preparation of local cuisines, that's limited. Just go by the market, where the place where they sell food in Castries. Almost everybody in the market sell the same thing. Là où manger un poisson, a fish meal, almost all of them prepare the thing the same way. So there have to be a variety. We need to learn how to prepare our things in different ways. Breakfast. How do you prepare breakfast with the local things that you have? Everybody is just bread and this, bread. Wheat. So all of your breakfast stuff is going to be coming from overseas. So the bread is wheat, really, and then the cornflakes or whatever other thing that you decide to eat, all of those things are important stuff. Whereas longtemps, c'est mon nan te ka pren bois pain yo, slice bois pain or whatever, roti ek fouille or whatever. Most people do not even know about those things, because they program their minds. It's almost like, it's almost like whatever it is that is programmed from the television, that's what they do. No minds of their own, and because they're following these foreign things, they're messing up their own economies. Even in the rural areas, where you need to have money moving through the rural areas for agricultural production, they themselves mess up their own selves. And even in terms of the quality of the food that you eat, l'année moun li ka produce yon avec bon manger en habitation, yo ka Castries van bon manger, ek den yo ka an supermarket acheter manger qui sort l'autre pays qui pas bon pour yo. So you see how the vibe go. Grow your own, eat your own, and learn how to prepare your own in different ways with the fire burning. Banana chips